Okay, so the next step is to make the boat float. It's the first and most important part of. Okay, my bad. At this point, life starts lifing, and I call this time period the nothing. Shortly after a breakup, I went down on my sweet Harley Custom, totaled my bike, some kid with a man bun in a Honda. No, I didn't break any bones, but lots of soft tissue and nerve damage. A year to the date, a tired old lady totaled my jacked up badass 4x4 Hemi with me in it. It was bad this time. Fractured leg, 5 ribs, neck, back.
I'm hurt. Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Oh.
All of that with full-on COVID sprinkled on top. It would be another full year before I could do any real boat work. The clouds break and the light begins to shine in. Needless to say, I need to see some real progress. So I had an idea. I'll wrap the boat. It'll be easy. It'll be fast. It'll look nice, right? Nah, that's not what happened at all. But I did get a great deal on custom color gel coat. And somehow, some way, I got sucked into gel coating this boat.
Yeah, boy. What's poppin'? Okay, so I'm back at it. I have been away for about 2 weeks. Had some health issues going on, but we are good to go. And this is where we're at. So I am sanding this side of the boat. I believe that is what, the starboard side of the boat. And the other side is completely done. From the water line to the rub rail. That is all I'm concerned with, okay? I'm gonna get that sanded down. I've been doing this a little bit at a time for a reason. It is September. We are dwindling down the last couple of days of summer here in Florida. What happens this time of year for us is the weather gets a little wonky. It starts raining every day for longer periods of time during the day. More importantly, the temperature is going to drop. I was going to wrap the boat. I'm not going to wrap the boat now. I am going to gel coat the boat. Don't ask me why. I know all of the reasons not to do it. And for some strange reason, I bought the material to do it anyway. I don't know. But that being said, that's where it's at. So what needs to happen after that? We got like I got a mouse in my pocket. You're with me. Ha! You're with me.
Okay, so these are just dark marks, right? But that is an actual pinhole, a little bit bigger than a pin. There's another one there, and there's lots of them there. No matter how little I intend to do about these pinholes, the surface of the hull still has to be sanded.
So I got a new product to try, flexible glaze, right? So it is a auto product, but I was assured that it will work in a marine application. I trust my crew that I buy all my products from. The pitting that I showed you before, I just couldn't let it sit. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Here I'm filling in all the tiny checks and chips in the gel coat. This is the prep work that determines the quality of your final product. I was watching Tula's Endless Summer on YouTube, and the young lady said something while working on their motor yacht. She said, we're not trying to make it perfect. Our goal is to just make it better. That's a wise goal. You'll hear it time and time again. You can almost never get the finish back to fresh out of the mold perfection. But still, here's me trying to get as close as I can. So for a product that I've never seen before, let alone ever used, this product turned out to be really easy to use, and the application was fairly simple. I will try just about anything, and I have tried just about anything on this boat. Some of it is so horrific, I'd never say it to you in video, but I'll tell you all about it in person one day. But that being said, the product worked really well, and it was pretty easy to get going, but I did kind of forget to check a few things that, caused me to panic a little bit as I was getting ready to leave. But I just figured, I'll figure it out tomorrow.
All right, so that's about as far as I'm going to take this today. It's a little later than I would like to be out here. One day I'll tell you why I don't stay out here late, because there's a whole lot of that. But so as I was pulling up, I had a terrible thought. Oh, thank goodness. Terrible thought that I had as I pulled up. I couldn't remember if this gel coat putty that I used had wax in it or not, and it looks like it did. Not all gel coats of any sort have wax in them. If they don't have wax in them, they are never going to dry unless you put something over it that causes the air to not be there. So, okay, I feel better about that. So the next step now is going to be to sand this down real good. There's some more checks. I'll debate on whether I'm going to fill those checks or not. Like I said, the end game for this entire project is for me to use the boat for a couple of seasons, and then after that, I'll pull it out of the water and let them strip it down and re-gel coat it. So that's where we're at. Let's get to it. So this is what we're working with today. We've got 100 grit, 150, 220, 500, and then of course this is 80. That's 80. I've got my small sanding block, my big sanding block, and some Scotch-Brite pads, my brush, and then some materials that I might need. The idea today is just kind of more getting this boat prepped and ready so that we can gel coat it. Oh, hey, what's going on? All right, so let's jump right into it. So this came out pretty good. I kind of like this stuff. So I played with it a little bit before I picked up the camera, and I felt, saved it. Saved it. Saved it. Saved it. Saved it. Saved it. Ha. All right. So this filled in really nice. There's some really high edges on some of this stuff, right? You're probably wondering, Tony, why didn't you get all this stuff done? You had an awesome weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all beautiful days. You're absolutely right. I had some things going on. I took some mental health days. I took some health days. And sometimes that's just the way you got to do it. So I have been accused in the past of being too good to myself. How you could be too good to Tony White, I don't know. I don't believe it's possible. But to each his own. So I took a little time. It cost me a little time. But I'm very pleased with what's happening here. And we're going to see what's happening here, right? Okay, so this is coming along nicely, but there's no sense in you watching me sand, right? But check this out. So the materials we're going to be using today are gel coat and fraction, and they're having so much success. I have sanded up from here. I am going to gel coat the boat. Original. Alright, so I am out of daylight, which means I'm out of time. So this feels fantastic. Every single pinhole, every single check is absolutely gone. So the homie at the shop where I get all of my materials, they buried me in some work, but the material is fantastic. Fantastic. It is by far one of the best materials I've used. I don't know what the implications are for painting gel coat over it. I have to look at it again. the company that makes the gel coat said that it was okay. So I'm going to accept that. We'll find out. Again, I am doing this on my own. I am not a professional, whatever, boat fairer, however you want to say that. But I do want my boat to look nice. I do want it to look good. And let me tell you, I am very happy, very satisfied to this point, right? This is, I'm getting excited about it. That looks terrible. You can see my fingerprint in that. I don't know why. It's been 2 days. Okay, so I want to share something with you real quick. So this is the type of roller that is suggested that you use, right? So this is it's all in Spanish. This is the granite grip, okay? And hold on a second. Hola, mis amigos. So it is late in the day. I got stuck behind a computer today, but I'm here to check out the, oh wow. I'm here to check out the gel coat. Man, this looks good. Oh man. Wow. This came out so good. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh man, this came out amazing. Here, let me flip flop, and I mean, look at that. That's awesome. This is raw. I haven't sanded it or anything. It's the first time I've seen it. Man, I mean, I got some spots like that, right, that I missed. Those are easy fixes. For what was here, I didn't miss much. Look at that. If you remember what it looked like before. There is some orange peel going on, right? But that's from that temperature drop that I got. And this needs to be washed off. No big deal. It rained a little bit on me today. You can tell by the ground. Some of that came off, but man, this is fantastic. Look at this. I am so happy with the way that this came out. This is amaze-tastic. Wow. All right.
So I wasn't exactly sure what the next step was, but it would present itself in a very odd way, and some new issues would present themselves in a very unsettling way.
Is on to the next thing. I'm blown away. Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. That is, I didn't really know what to expect, but that is fantastic. I just don't have any more words for it. It's fantastic. I'm not sure what to do next. Well, hey guys. So there's a little bit of shooting going on out here. I'm not exactly sure where or exactly why, but it is close. So from the sound of it, sounds like it's maybe 150, 200 yards out. It's small gunfire. There's multiple guns and something big and something automatic. So I don't still like this.
I came back to find a note taped to my boat. I absolutely hate it when people do that. But in the next video, I will explain how that note led to this raggedy boat being on my trailer.